And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. Today we've got Motherwell versus Celtic in the Scottish Premiership. Another big game obviously in the league. Celtic coming off the back of winning the Old Firm derby. A huge win there for them. And can they get back to, or can they just keep on this winning run and keep this momentum going today in this game against Motherwell, as I say, at Fir Park. Just going to check my audio. But yeah, good to see you all. Hope you're well. Hit that like button if you haven't already. And subscribe, as I say. We are about 15 minutes away from kickoff. I'm going to go through the team lineups for this afternoon. Just give me a couple seconds. Today is Celtic versus Motherwell. Motherwell versus Celtic. So in goal for Motherwell was Kelly, Mugabe, Johansson and Carroll. In the midfield was O'Donnell, Donnelly, Cornelius, McGinley, and up top, of course, is Slattery, Van Veen and Goss. As for the Celtic side, it's Joe Hart in goal, Greg Taylor on the left, Starfelt in the centre-back position along with Carter Vickers and Anthony Ralston. In the midfield is Old Firm hero Rio Atate, and Callum McGregor starts the game with Tom Rogic, and then up top, of course, is Maeda, Yakimakis and Lila Bada. Jota, I think, he makes the bench, but he isn't starting today, Jota. Mikey Johnston, James Forrest, O'Reilly, McCarthy, Beaton, Welsh and Juranovic in on the bench as well. As for Motherwell, as I say, you already know what happened with Celtic. Celtic in a really good run of form as of late, winning their last sort of 4 games, including that excellent performance in the Old Firm derby. They do currently sit top of the league. I'm sure Celtic fans absolutely buzzing with that one. And then Ryan, but look, Celtic will want to try and keep the winning momentum going now. They don't want to drop points just after they've gone on top of the league. It's all about just keeping it and trying to keep on going and really set the tempo for the league title this year. Obviously, Motherwell coming to this one, they're 4th in the league at the moment, but they're sort of like in a position with everybody else. They're 4th, Hearts are in 3rd, they're way out in front instead of everybody else. But Motherwell are currently sitting in 3rd at the moment, 10 points behind Hearts, but only 2 points ahead of Hibernian. Although Hibernian did play yesterday, so with a win, it would probably put them in a decent position. Just going to check this, because obviously you guys, I'm in a new location. I'm just going to check this one quickly, just to make sure my Wi-Fi is good. But Motherwell currently sitting in 3rd at the moment, 10 points behind Hearts. Yeah, sorry, just checking to make sure everything's okay, just so... as I say, sometimes when I'm in new locations, like the Wi-Fi and the stream just goes a bit dodgy. So today, yeah, it looks like we're fine, which is good. We have got a double header this afternoon, though, guys. We've got obviously Motherwell versus Celtic, then Rangers versus Hearts. As I say, Celtic will be able to put the pressure on Rangers because Rangers haven't looked particularly great in that Old Firm derby. I'm going to see a response today to see how they cope against Hearts. Going to be another huge game for Rangers, but. Yeah, man, my goodness me. You need to start coming up with the performances there. But Celtic have a decent chance to put real pressure on Rangers this afternoon and make it 4 points clear with the win here against Motherwell. Motherwell, these two head-to-head. I always think Motherwell at Fir Park quite a hard game. Believe it or not, it is a tough match, to be fair. Although having a look at Celtic's and Motherwell's head-to-head record, there hasn't been an awful lot of upsets from a Motherwell perspective. Celtic usually do get the job done, as you can see over time. The last game was obviously in December. Celtic won that game 1-0. Back in the 16th of October, Celtic also beat Motherwell 2-0. The last time they played at Fir Park, Celtic didn't really have any problems there. I'm trying to think of the last time that Celtic actually lost to Motherwell. Yeah, it's not even on the board, to be fair. The last time they dropped points against Motherwell was at Fir Park back in December 2018. And the last time Motherwell beat Celtic would have been... Jesus, scrolling down, it must have been ages ago. Can't even find anything. Motherwell. 28th of April 2013 at this stadium. So, Celtic have a really good record against Motherwell, as you can see there. In the 44 matches, Motherwell have only ever won 4 games, drawn 5, and then Celtic have won the 35. So Celtic, huge favourites, as you can probably imagine, for today's game against Motherwell at Fir Park. Let's see who was in the live chat. Good to see David King, mate. Hope you're well. What's the weather looking like? I heard it is blowing a storm, which doesn't help. Huge pressure on Gio today. We cannot let them off the hook, says DPG. He's wanting Celtic to be ruthless. But good to see Stevie. Good to see everybody in there. King Handsome. Good to see you all. Junior. Good to see you guys. Thanks for tuning in for yet another stream. Motherwell versus Celtic is the next game. Guys, if you haven't already copped merch just yet in terms of the Celtic Japanese translation t-shirt, you can get that now on... Oh, crap. Wait. Let's get not that way. That way, there. You can get that. You can go and get that at purescottishfootball.com. Big shout out to everyone who's copped the t-shirt already. Huge heroes. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and all that sort of stuff. As I say, all profits go back into the channel and reinvest it and stuff like that. So, yeah, if you want to get a t-shirt, guys, they're good quality. Just get them from purescottishfootball.com. Anyway, guys, for those of you that haven't already, please do hit that like button and subscribe to the channel as we're trying to close in on the next milestone. But yeah, go through team lineups again real quickly. 10 minutes ago till kickoff. Motherwell start as follows: Kelly in goal, Mugabe, Johansson, Carroll at the back in a back three. In the midfield is O'Donnell, Donnelly, Cornelius and McGinley, and up top of course is Slatery, Van Veen and Goss. As for the Celtic side, it is pretty much similar to the team that defeated Rangers on the during the week there. Joe Hart in goal, Taylor, Starfelt, Carter Vickers and Ralston at the back. In the midfield is Rio Atate, McGregor, Tom Rogic, and up top is Dazan Maeda, Yakimakis and Lillibada. So there, no Jota, he doesn't start today for Celtic. He is on the bench. Again, a very, very strong bench from Celtic. You've got Jota, Mikey Johnston, James Forrest, O'Reilly, who I'm surprised not starting. He's been fantastic since coming into the team. McCarthy, Beaton, Welsh, Juranovic, and Scott Bain. As for the Motherwell bench, it is Woolery, Roberts, Almelzer, Tierney. That's not Tierney's brother, is it? No, Irish. Grimshaw and... There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, why does it always do that? It's literally nothing to do with the mic. I always have to explain it as well afterwards. It's literally the wire. I think sometimes it just goes a bit thing. You have to play around with it. You know what I mean? But hopefully you heard me say something. I don't know how much of that you would have heard, to be fair. But yeah, I mean, what I was basically saying is that Celtic have a good chance here today to open up a bit of a gap before Rangers play at 4 o'clock against Hearts. So look, it's a chance now. Celtic haven't been at the top of the table this season. So as I say, it's a little not added pressure, but it's a chance to give out more pressure to Rangers. You know, a 4-point gap by 4 o'clock. It's just extra pressure added on to all the things that's kind of not going wrong at Ibrox, but you know, the run of results for Rangers since the turn of the year hasn't been great. And now, obviously, in Glasgow, you always get that. No matter what, someone's always getting praise, and someone's always getting loads of criticism. It's Rangers' turn for the criticism now, and Ange is obviously the god in Glasgow at the moment. That's just how Scottish football works. It's just the turn of the tables all the time. But look, it's a chance for Celtic here to create a bit of a gap and put a bit of pressure on Rangers for 4 o'clock. But if you can, guys, please do smash that like button and let me know what you're thinking ahead of today's game. Get your score predictions down there. Dylan Walker says 4-1. Man, mental. Sitting there muted, pulling this wire. Yeah, that's what it's all about. I'll try and keep it quiet. But yeah, if you can get your score predictions down there, that'd be great. And if you haven't already, troops, do subscribe, hit that like button. Let's try and get to 100 likes before half time on this one, guys. I know what the Celtic faithful do, and I know what the channel regulars can do, guys. So yeah, if you can, please do hit that like button. It's another big day in the league. Anyway, 5 minutes to go till kickoff. A huge game at Fir Park. And a little bit on Motherwell. Is there any Motherwell fans in the live chat, guys? Let me know if there's any Motherwell fans here in the live stream. A little bit on Motherwell. Actually, I felt like they've been okay this season. I felt like at the start of the season, I did give them a bit of a prediction. I did say that I thought they would struggle. I thought they would struggle to keep their division in the place. I just felt they didn't replace people, the likes of Campbell and stuff like that. So, to be fair, they've done really, really well this year. I know it's the sort of best of the rest. It's like Celtic, Rangers top two. Hearts, I think, bang on third. They've got third already. But Motherwell, Hibs, Dundee United, Aberdeen, Livingston, St Mirren, all there in that sort of race for the fourth place and that extra European spot. Obviously, Motherwell leading the race at the moment. And if they were to get a win here today, they would actually go 5 points clear of Hibernian as well. So that could be an added incentive for them. Look, Motherwell trying to get a European spot, that'd be fairly huge for them. Let me just have a little look what everybody's saying in terms of score predictions. MG's Motor says pure Scottish football presented by an Englishman. Yes, mate. Yes. I mean, to be fair, I always have to explain. Yeah, my family is Scottish, mate. My family is Scottish. That's why my mum and dad, all my family. I'm just grew up in England and stuff like that. That's why I've got an English accent. Huge game for both teams. League's gonna be spicy, but we welcome the chasers. Peter Masterson's. DPG says 3-0 Celtic. Christopher Gorman says 2-1 Celtic. Chris Young says 3-0 Celtic. So most people just go in for 2-0 Celtic. Celtic man. A lot of people going for an easy Celtic win at the moment. Not seen anyone say that. Hit the like button. Keep Dan happy. Good to see David. Yeah, sorry for no uploads the last couple of days. I've been traveling. I'm back in Mexico at the moment, so yeah, sorry for no videos lately. I've literally had a couple of flights. I'm just on vacation for a bit. Don't worry, the videos aren't going to stop whilst I'm away. I just needed a bit of sun. I needed a bit of a relaxation. But as I say, back to tomorrow with 2-3 videos a day, and obviously live streams and stuff like that, guys. But yeah, sorry about the no uploads the last couple of days. I've been on the plane. I had to sleep in Toronto airport overnight on the 4th, I think. Like 14-hour layover. It was mad. But yeah, I'm glad to be finally back into it because I missed so much. There was so much talking about, obviously, the fallout from the old firm. I wanted to discuss all of that stuff, but my flight was the next day after. So my last stream, I literally left, and then those 2 days, I've been traveling here. So yeah, back in the office tomorrow. And I'll get loads and loads of videos out for you guys tomorrow. But anyway, I'm just going to get the match up, ready to go. Just see. Motherwell v Celtic at Fir Park. You can't beat a bit of Scottish football in the morning. Hold up, 2 seconds. Let me try and sort that out. There we go. Happy days. Oh, no, wrong one. There we go. 2 seconds. I'm good, just wait on the Hearts game. Nice sweet Hearts win later, says John Mitchell. Mate, that's brutal. To be fair, Hearts are one of those sides. I've applauded Hearts all season, man. They're a really, really good team. Like, Rangers have already dropped points. Hearts have already took points from there so far this season. So, there's definitely a possibility. You don't know what Rangers side's going to come out the blocks. Obviously, you're probably expecting a better performance than that one against Celtic, because that was really, really, really bad. That was not to say that I don't like to say played really, really bad though, because it sometimes takes away what Celtic did, because Celtic were really, really good. So as well as Rangers were bad, and you got to say Celtic were really, really good as well. Like I don't like to constantly say, oh, someone was bad, when it just takes something away from another team's victory. Whereas with Celtic were really, really good. So it was a bit of both, on the day. Well to win 5-3, says Jonathan Brown. Celtic must win well today, keep the pressure. No, exactly. But yes, best Jambo team in years, mate. I like this Hearts team. They're looking really, really good. I like Robbie Nielsen. I say it every single time on the live stream. We'll talk about Hearts on the next one, though. Anyway, on the next stream. But yeah, I'm a massive fan of Robbie Nielsen. Actually, I like what he's doing. I love the project at Hearts. I think it's for any team to come up from the second tier to pretty much be cemented third. It's got to be applauded. 2 seconds. I'm just getting the stream up, ready to go. And we'll be about to get underway here at Fir Park. Yes, here we go. I think Sky have got the double header today. Anyway, I think Hearts v Rangers Rangers v Hearts is on Sky as well. So both games there on it. But yes, we are ready for this 12:30 kickoff. As I said, I went through the team lineups a little earlier on. Celtic, pretty much the same side that beat Rangers. However, maybe a couple of little additions that have been brought in. Tom Rogic comes back to the side. Matt O'Reilly goes out. And then, of course, Maeda comes in and Jota is on the bench. So, the Celtic team is looking very, very healthy at the moment. A lot of depth. I'm looking at that bench. It's really, really strong. You're looking at Forrest, Johnston, Jota, O'Reilly, McCarthy, Juranovic, Welsh, Beaton. Very, very strong bench from Celtic. They're starting to get their players back, which I suppose is good. Good to see you, Ashley. Hope you're well. Brown Warrior says it's been some fallout, right? Enough. Still rocking over the 3-0 pumping. Mulgrew, Commons, Hooper, Hector. 1:30 kickoff. Oh, is it 1:30? Yeah, I'm 5 hours behind. I can't remember. 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30. Yeah, true. 1:30 kickoff. Yeah, I'm on vacation for those of you that don't know. Just for a bit. Just for the month. And then after that, I'll be back in usual place. But anyway, Celtic in green and white, and Motherwell obviously in their orange. I always say orange. Is that what the Motherwell fans call their kit? Is it orange or yellow? What do you guys call it? Down on the tequila. No, mate. I was knackered last night. Absolutely knackered. Slept in Toronto airport. Literally on the floor. 14-hour layover. Just to save 300 quid. I could have got a straight flight there, but I needed to save the 300 pounds. It was well worth it in the end, I suppose. But yeah, saved 300 pounds. I'm 300 pound up, so I'm happy. Here comes Celtic now, just playing out from the back here. Celtic already getting us underway. Joe Hart in goal. As I say, he's become a massive fan favourite here at Celtic at the moment. Big tricolour being waved behind him by the Green Brigade. Here comes Maeda. Maeda down that left-hand side. Cleared away by Motherwell straight away, and that goes back out to the goalkeeper, Big Kelly. Kelly, he's had a bit of a weird career. Didn't he start at Livingston? Was he at Rangers, in fact? I think Rangers maybe, then Livingston. Then I think he ended up going to QPR with Mark Warburton. QPR literally buy all these Scottish players. There's loads of players coming from the SPFL at QPR. Mark Warburton loves buying them. It never really worked out for Kelly in the end, and he's now obviously at Motherwell. He came on loan last year, and now he's playing here already. Here comes Maeda. And that's cleared away there by the well. Ball forward here again by Callum McGregor. McGregor down that right-hand side to Rogic. Rogic forward. Celtic with another ball back into the box. And already 1-0 chance there. And that's a good save. Oh my God, I thought that was beaten by the keeper. And Celtic nearly taking the lead here already. 1 minute on the clock. Here comes Hatate. Hatate down that left-hand side. Back through here again. Celtic driving forward here with Callum McGregor. McGregor down that right-hand side here to Greg Taylor. Taylor forward. Taylor into the box. Another ball into the danger area and headed away again there by Motherwell. 300 quid is 300 quid. I'd have done the same. No, exactly, mate. It's just one of them things when you just... 14 hours. It's brutal, man. Like, just to lay in an airport. Because I couldn't go out and visit the city or anything because of the COVID restrictions and shit like that. So it was brutal. I had it planned in my head that I was going to go see Toronto, go out in Canada for a bit, but it is what it is. Must be making good dosh to travel back and forth. I don't do football this for full time, guys. I do have a social media business company, social media management company. Ball comes back into the danger area. Here's Celtic again. Motherwell cleared away. Yeah. Ball played out to the back again. Here comes O'Donnelly down that left-hand side. Cleared away again by Maeda. Ball back into the danger area here by the Motherwell captain. Cleared away by Celtic. Ball back into the box and Kelly back in possession. And already here, Celtic starting with real intent of, not wasting any time. They want this early goal and they want to really put Motherwell to the sword. Van Veen. But life after Tony Watt so far is obviously Tony Watt's obviously gone on to Dundee United. But it was a big part for Motherwell. I think it was the top goal scorer at the time under when he was playing at Motherwell. But I don't know if he must play about 3 games for Dundee United already. I don't think it's worked out that well just yet. Ball forward again now here for Celtic. Here's Hatate. Hatate into the box. Where did you go on vacation? I'm in Mexico, man. Mexico. Celtic now into the danger zone. Again, Kelly collects the ball there again by Motherwell as they look to withstand Celtic's barrage of attempts. And now here's Kelly again now as he's back in possession here for the Well. Ching, no, mate. Don't be doing that stuff, buddy. Especially not out here, man. Get cut up, probably. Here's Maeda. Maeda down that left-hand side. Another ball back into the box by Maeda. Cleared away again by Motherwell. And already just caught offside there that time, Tom Rogic. And that's going to go out for a free kick here to Motherwell. Troops, if you haven't already, please do hit the old like button. It would be absolutely amazing. Hit that like button. Let's try and get this to 100 likes by half time. That would be really, really cool. And as I say, subscribe if you haven't already. We're closing in on the next big landmark of subscribers. We do cover a lot of daily content, as I say. There'll be daily videos coming out again as of tomorrow morning. Don't worry, I'm not here on a jolly. I've just come out here to reset. My mind's been boggled the last couple of weeks, just knackered. Didn't get a vacation in the summer, so I needed one this year. Yeah, you guys know what it's like. You need a little reset. Scallops are called hotati in Japanese. Hotati. Okay, cool. Gone in the cartel for a bit of prop. Nah, mate. Don't mess with them people, man. If you look on the news, all you have to do is type in the news about them and they're mad. Killings and stuff like that. Go murder people and that on the beach and stuff. The Red Baroon says, at work on my break, come on the Well. Well, that's the thing. There's a lot of football still to be played, but these are the sort of games. I think Celtic have actually got a very favouring run coming up. I think at the moment. I think Tynecastle done twice now. Tynecastle already completed. I think maybe got Easter Road again. Celtic will have to go, and proven by the years that's a place that Celtic has struggled. However, they did sort of end that hoodoo under Ange Postecoglou just before the turn of the year. Fir Park's another one of those places that's a bit of a struggle, but I said struggle. Celtic have won there comfortable, but I don't know, Fir Park, those away days, they can be quite tough. Maybe to drop points. But Celtic's real bogey team that I'm sure a lot of Rangers fans will be looking out for is Livingston. The Tony Macaroni has not been a kind place to Celtic over the years. I can't even think the last time that they've actually won at the Tony Macaroni. I think it's been that poor. I think it dates back since they came into the division, to be fair. I think Celtic have just always struggled at the Tony Macaroni. They just can't seem to get a win there. Home's a different thing, but away from home, really, really, really bad there. Can never get a win. The flag goes up there again on Leila Barr. That's going to go up for another free kick here to Motherwell. Come on, the champion, says Vincent O'Brien. Motherwell slap this lot down. Don't mess with the Irish fishermen. The Russians just found out. Hi, Dan. Much as we love you, enjoy your watch along. Please take care of your health, mental and physical. Yes, mate. No, I'm all good. I just needed to get some heat, man. Couldn't be doing the cold weather, bud. Nah, I hate the cold weather. So I think I've got that seasonal thing. Do you know that when it's not really cold and stuff like that, I just get a bit down. So I just decided to get in some hot weather for a bit. Gutted I'm missing the Rangers game. Yes, definitely. Joe Hart plays out from the back here again. Is Starfelt. Starfelt moving forward here for Celtic. Back through to Joe Hart again. Hart down that right-hand side into Carter Vickers. Vickers back over to Starfelt again down that left-hand side. Oh, maybe a mistake. Almost invited Van Veen in there for a second. Celtic, from the angle that I was looking at, it did look a little bit more dangerous, but Joe Hart does clear it away and manages to get it up the field and back in possession here with Celtic again. Here's Celtic again with Callum McGregor. McGregor back over to Carter Vickers. Vickers down that left-hand side to Greg Taylor. Here's Joe Hart again. Back through to Starfelt as they look to play out from the back yet again. Here's Taylor. Motherwell looking to try and put the pressure on and does stick it out of play, but it does come off of O'Donnell, and it will go out for a throw in here to Celtic. There's Greg Taylor lines this one up. Get back to Mexico. Yeah, that's where I am, mate. I'm in Mexico now. That was the question. That's why everyone was talking about where I am. Yeah, I'm in Mexico, man. That's why I've not uploaded for the last 3 days. Literally been traveling. So be back to daily uploads tomorrow and stuff. So that'll be good. Here comes Celtic again now with Taylor. Back over to Hatate. Taylor back into Callum McGregor again. McGregor into the danger area. And again, a good little clearance there again from Motherwell as Celtic look to try and find their way through. Here comes Hatate. Back through to Taylor. Nice bit of skill there by Taylor. And that's cleared away by Mugabe as that goes out for another throw in here for Celtic. But Celtic are dominant in possession here so far. But Motherwell just withstanding it here in the first 10 minutes. Bevis Mugabe. A good little defender. Actually, I do like Mugabe. A decent defender, to be fair. If you haven't already, guys, please do hit the like button. Let's try and get to 100 likes before half time. Let's try and aim high in this live stream. And then, yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. As I say, we are closing in into another big landmark of subscribers, which is great. Here's Callum McGregor. Callum McGregor down that right-hand side here again now for Celtic. Long ball over the top. Into Callum McGregor yet again. Down that right-hand side is Giacomakis. Here's Leilabada. Here's Celtic. And there's a save there again by Kelly. And he's not troubled there by Leilabada's shot. And Motherwell back in possession here. Just over 10 minutes played, guys. Still 0-0 at Fir Park. Yeah, so I missed a lot of the... I missed a lot of the fallout from the Old Firm, obviously. There was... Loads of stuff's happened. There's loads of stuff happened. I've kind of just looked on today to try and catch up on it all. There was a lot of talk with obviously Rangers kind of getting slaughtered. I saw a Giovanni Van Bronckhorst out brigade circulating on Twitter and on Facebook groups and stuff like that, which I found bizarre. I also saw Chris Boyd cancel Chris Boyd culture. Jesus, Chris Boyd wants to be people trying to cancel Chris Boyd. What else was there? There was loads of stuff. I've seen Hatate literally become a god overnight in Glasgow. So much stuff. Literally, it's only been 3 days, and literally Scottish football moves so quick. But here, 81% possession so far from Celtic towards Motherwell's 19. You already know where Motherwell are going with this. They're probably going to try and sit back and play for the draw. You know, that's sometimes what you got to do. And if they looked at Dundee United's game the other day, Dundee United, I felt, defended really, really well at Celtic Park against Celtic the other day there. So Motherwell may be looking at that, try and stay compact and maybe do it for a bit longer. You know, these teams, I know there's a lot of fans and stuff like that, and maybe rightfully so, both from Rangers and Celtic, they just hate the guys sitting back. But when it's your team and a point when Celtic comes to town, if you can get a point out of it, that's a huge point come the end of the season. Ball comes back into the box here again from Celtic, headed down, cleared away again there by Motherwell as O'Donnell clears that over the top. Angus says 2-0 Motherwell, come on. All new television article. The boys' bus is immense. Yeah, cancel Chris Boyd. That was the thing. I like Chris Boyd. Chris Boyd's good. He's a good pundit. Chris Boyd is sort of Rangers version of Chris Sutton. You know, Chris Sutton's like that. Not not saying those comments were exactly the best thing, but I kind of get what he meant by the comments in terms of, obviously, you should never go out and purposely injure someone. Here comes Celtic again now with Taylor. Taylor just outside the box. Celtic looking to try and maybe get a shot off here. Big Rio Tate. It falls to him. He's definitely got a shot in his locker. 3 in his last 4 games. And now here he comes again now. Hitate. Here's McGregor. McGregor forward. Back over to Rogic. Rogic into the danger area. Here's a chance for Celtic now around the keeper. And again, that just goes out of play. And Lillipard just couldn't quite get anything on target there as that goes out for a goal kick here to Motherwell. But yeah, as I was saying with the Chris Boyd comments, I kind of knew where he was coming from. I knew he was like more of a metaphor. Obviously, no one should go out there and intentionally hurt someone by purpose. But I kind of get what he meant. He was kind of just like, ruffle a few feathers there. I'm not saying, in fact, it's a corner to Celtic. But I suppose the way it looked, it just didn't look that bad. It looked really bad, sorry. What's the Dutch striker name from the Well? Van Veen, I think his name is. A couple of goals for Rogic today. Rangers win, Celtic don't judge. Top again. What did Boyd do wrong? I think what he said was basically how Callum McGregor got through the match with no one testing his face mask or something like that. Which I suppose if you did read it, it does sound quite bad. But I kind of get what he meant, because Rangers players didn't really tackle. They didn't do anything, did they? So what I think he meant, it was just like try and ruffle a few feathers in the game and just try and just get in their faces. Basically, don't step on eggshells around Callum McGregor just because he's got a face mask. Give him a little nudge now and then, which it does sound horrible, but it's football. You're there to try and win games, aren't you? So I do get what he meant. But yeah, I suppose it doesn't look that great. Here's Joe Hart again now, playing out from the back. Celtic forward. His through to Callum McGregor again, back out to Carter Vickers. Celtic just playing within their half. Here comes Starfelt down that left-hand side, back through to Callum McGregor again. Ball back into the danger area now for Celtic. Ball through, and that goes over and out, but comes off a Motherwell jersey, and that's going to go out for another corner kick here to Celtic. Dominant thus far. No goal just yet, though. Still early days. 15 minutes played. Still 0-0 here at Fir Park. But Celtic most definitely on top in this game. DBG says, I don't think there is any doubt what he meant. Oh, so you think, maybe that you just think, I suppose, it might have meant that. I don't know. I kind of looked at it from that point, like ruffling feathers sort of thing. I did watch a couple of videos on like the fallout after it. Like, I think Barry Ferguson spoke about it. I think it's one of the Celtic on Go Radio, that Celtic guy who's on there as well. He spoke about it, and I think he said the same thing about the. I don't know who he is, but yeah. Here comes Celtic again down that right-hand side. Callum McGregor into the danger area again, and that goes back out of play. And out for another goal kick. Callum McGregor sending that one in to the box again. It's quite smart there, the face mark. It doesn't look too bad. Boyd versus Sutton in the boxing ring. Mate, that'd be like, was it Logan Paul and KSI? Imagine that. Boyd and Sutton in the boxing ring. That'd be mental. Imagine. I think we should get that going. Chris Sutton v Boydie in a boxing match. That would be good. That'd be a really good fight. Here's Motherwell again. Can they find a way forward here? Here's O'Donnell. O'Donnell down that right-hand side, back into the box, and that comes off a Celtic jersey and goes out for a throw in here to Motherwell. Motherwell may be able to make a little bit of ground as they look to try and test this Celtic defence. O'Donnell taking quickly. Ball forward, back over to them again. Here's Van Veen. Van Veen looking to make something happen here for the Well. Motherwell driving forward, blocked again there by Celtic. Into the box here again now for Motherwell, and that's cleared yet again from them. In fact, they win the free kick there. Celtic in their own half as Van Veen just leaves a bit of a tackle in there that time. Celtic moving forward yet again now. Here comes Lillibada. Lillibada down that right-hand side. Another ball into the danger area. And again, cleared away by Motherwell, but not too long. Here's Rio Atate back into the box. And again, he just can't get a shot off as that goes back out of play. And that goes out for a goal kick here to Motherwell again. But Motherwell withstanding, as I said, the countless attacks from Celtic so far. And as I said, this will be their game plan. They'll be happy. They'll be happy with the defending performance so far. And they're just looking to try and keep this going and maybe take an opportunity if it comes their way. As for Celtic, you know what they've got in their locker. Relentless pressure, relentless attacking flow. They'll just keep on coming and coming and coming and coming until they basically tire. But we have seen it over the last couple of games. The first half is so intense from Celtic that the second half, the players they're almost knackered. Here comes Van Veen now. Van Veen with a chance. Motherwell looking to try and get a shot off here as they come down that left-hand side. And again, cleared away by Celtic. Ball comes down into the danger area. And again, nobody there in a orange jersey. And that's going to go out for... Is it going to go... I think it might come off Ralston. It might go out for a Motherwell corner, in fact. Chance for... Yeah, Motherwell do have a chance from a set piece. Can they test Joe Hart and the Celtic defence? Mugabe coming in here into the box now, as Motherwell send this one in to the danger area. O'Donnell, Mugabe's a big boy. He's come back. And this is a chance now for Motherwell. Ball goes into the danger area for Well. And again, nobody there in an orange jersey as Maeda clears that one away. And that goes out for a throw in here for Celtic. Lennon versus McCoist. Things you love to see. And they're both getting on a bit now, though, aren't they? Was it 2012? That little brawl on the touchline. I remember that. That was a great watch. Ball forward back over to O'Donnell. Cleared away again there by Atate. Here comes Motherwell again down that right hand side, and again cleared away by Celtic as they move that ball forward yet again. Here's Kelly. Kelly forward. Kelly hits that one long down that right hand side here for Motherwell, and again that goes straight out of play and goes out for a throw-in here to Celtic as they go the other way here. But Celtic fans, what are your thoughts on the first half performance so far? As I say, 20 minutes in, what do you think of the formation? What are your thoughts on this start? Here comes Maeda again down that left-hand side, and again, Motherwell easing to that ball as they pass it back to Kelly and hit it long again. Bundark says, sorry, but I don't like Yakimakis. His lack of movement off the ball in attacking positions is a problem for me. I just don't think he's good enough in this system. We create less. I also think Celtic do. I think Celtic do create less when Jota's not in the team. On that left-hand side there already. I know Maeda's playing there, but wouldn't you rather play Maeda as the striker and then have Jota out on the left? So take Yakimakis off, have Maeda up top in the centre forward position, and Jota or in Maeda's place. I think that would work the system a bit better, because then you've got constant attacking flow from the left side and the right side. Because Lillibada does create quite a bit, but here comes Starfelt. Starfelt again back over to Joe Hart, cleared forward. Motherwell putting on a bit of pressure, and that goes back out for another throw-in. Troops, if you haven't already, please do drop that. Please do hit the old like button and subscribe. Let's try and get as far as we can. Let's try and get as high as we can by half-time. That'd be amazing. Here comes Celtic again now with another throw-in. Rogic back into play, and that goes out for another throw-in here to Motherwell, I think. No, to Celtic. No, is it Motherwell? Did it come off? Where did it come off? Oh, it came off Celtic player. I think it's going to go out for a throw into Motherwell. Motherwell a chance. Here's O'Donnell. He takes that one quickly, puts it into the danger area. And again, blocked there by Atate. Back through to O'Donnell again. Now forward again by Motherwell. And again, just stays on his feet, gets brought down. And that's a free kick, maybe in a decent position there for Motherwell. In fact, I think it was a foul on one of the Celtic players, and it's going to be advantage played, and Motherwell, not sure what's happening here. I don't think they got sufficient advantage there that time, Celtic, and I think it's going to be pulled back for a free kick. I'm not sure what's going on here. Yakimakis is getting briefed up by John Beaton, so he's obviously seen something that he didn't like. But yeah, he is getting briefed up there, Big John Beaton. I mean, Yakimakis' jersey was getting pulled by Mugabe. I think it was after the actual foul incident early on that I was talking about, and it was pulled back. To be fair, I thought Yakimakis was getting pulled there, but it's a Motherwell free kick. Motherwell going to hit this one over the top. Headed back down there by Celtic. Here's a Tate. Tate plays from the back. And again, Yakimakis yet again. Ball back into the box there for Motherwell and cleared. Good to see John Duncan. William Arthur, good to see you, my friend. Bunduk says, I agree. Nice to see. Does anyone have a link? Try his goal, mate. At least Motherwell haven't conceded inside 4 minutes. Fair play, says Kevin Robb. I mean, Rangers' defence was absolutely howling in that game. I still think back to that match and think, Jesus me. There was that clip with the Barisic. Did you see the clip with Barisic? I think it was Lila Barda's goal. It must have been the third goal. And he sits down. He sits down on the floor. Couldn't believe that. It was before it even went into the back of the net. It's like, just sits down and crouches down. But yeah, there's definitely pitchforks out for a Barisic after that game. Motherwell with a ball chance now into the danger area and again blocked by Celtic. Ball comes down that left-hand side now here again from Motherwell. Motherwell back into the box. Cleared away again by Celtic. Motherwell looking to actually have a decent spell here as they look to try and challenge Celtic's defence. Ball goes back into the box and again goes out for another corner. As I say, Goss just winning another corner there for Motherwell. And Motherwell may have a chance here again from another set piece to try and create something here against Celtic. So just over the last sort of 5 minutes, they have had a decent amount of the ball. Not done really much with it, but they've had the ball. Delivery sent in now again from Motherwell. Chance for them again. Maeda clears. Motherwell much better organised than Rangers were, says Bunduk. He'sgoal.com. Try that. Ball goes down that left-hand side here again now for Motherwell. Back into Van Veen. Van Veen blocked and Carter Vickers sticks that one out again. Troops, if this, what do you think of... do you think Starfelt and Carter Vickers is... do you think Celtic could still improve their centre-back partnership, or do you think that's a solid partnership there? Carter Vickers and Starfelt, do you think they will be the partnership for years to come, or would you still think you could probably improve it again there? Motherwell just taking a shot, goes right over the bar. O'Donnell not happy, claiming for a corner, but that goes out for another goal kick here to Celtic. I heard someone say Barisic had the best stats of the Rangers defence, even though he looked terrible. Most tackles and passes completed. He was poor. I think he's been poor for a long time, Barisic now. I think here comes Celtic now forward. Driving forward here with Yakimakis. Again, a lovely clearance there by Motherwell just at the back as they regain possession. Now they're going to come down this left-hand side here, Motherwell. Chance for Motherwell in over the top. Ball down that left-hand side yet again. Here's Goss. Goss with another ball back into the box. Can a Motherwell player get there? No, as Joe Hart collects it and urges his team to get a bit more forward. I've not really rated Barisic for a while. This season, he's sort of been a bit hot and cold. There's times in the season that he's been better. I think Rangers should always start Bassi, because one thing about Bassi is that he puts his all into it. So he might make a mistake now and then, but you'll never ever see him not put his all into it. Celtic with a chance, and that again cleared by the goalkeeper again. Bassi always sticks his... It gives his all, and sometimes you just need those players that can make a bit of a mistake, can be a bit raw, especially at his young age. But at least you never fault him for not putting 100% in. The Lost King of Scotland says Starfelt is pish. I think they're a good partnership and will get better and better together, says Bunduk. Dan Watts says need to score CZV on a permanent and replace Starfelt. He's a liability. But yeah, just to play devil's advocate on that, I've heard a lot of people say Starfelt's rubbish for Celtic, but just to play devil's advocate, Celtic have the best defending stats in the league. So, surely he's doing something right. Well, in that partnership, he's doing something right. Kelly now with a free kick, hits that one in over the top yet again. Ball forward, blocked again. Celtic coming down that left-hand side now. Here's a chance for Maeda. Maeda driving forward. Cleared away again there by Motherwell. Here's O'Donnell. O'Donnell all the way back to Kelly. Kelly sticks that one in over the top. Again, headed back down by Celtic. Now here comes McGregor. McGregor back over to Hatate. Hatate down that left-hand side. Here comes Hatate into the box. Hatate into the danger. Here's a chance, and it's Lee Labada. And he's taken the lead here for Celtic. Celtic 1-0 up here. Lee Labada. And again, he's starting to become a bit of a regular goal scorer for Celtic on that right-hand side. A huge goal there, and Celtic have broken the deadlock here already. And it's 1-0 as Lee Labada scores the opening goal here at Fir Park. And they have been on top, Celtic, through much of this game. But again, a lovely little bit of play there. Again, it's Rio Hatate to Lee Labada. It's his pass, an unbelievable pass. That he's slowly becoming a really crucial, but he's really quickly, becoming a crucial player for Celtic. That pass that Rio Hatate's picked out there is unbelievable. Oh my goodness me, just lays it onto a plate. And all Abada has to do is just tap it into the back of the net. But my goodness me, he could be a real top player in Scottish football, Rio Hatate. I've seen him play 3-4 games now, and he's always been the best player on the park every single game. You know, this sort of level of consistency from a midfielder is bonkers, and the fact that Ange Postecoglou said he's not even at his best yet is crazy. It's mental to think that how good he actually is at the moment, Rio Hatate. And is he just going to keep on getting better and better? Mental, absolutely mental. I can't get my head around it. Celtic might be. Celtic might only be able to keep him till the summer if he keeps up with that in form. You know, Premier League will be watching if he's constantly as an attacking midfielder scoring goals and being the best player on the park all of the time. That's the problem when you have a player of that sort of level and they hit the ground running like that. When you're playing in Scottish football, you've always got the big lot from the Premier League circulating around with money, and when they just chuck a bit of money on him to take the risk. But my goodness me, what a player, what a signing he's turned out to be. Unbelievable. Ball forward again now from Celtic, down that left-hand side. Ball hit over the top yet again. When scoring first so far this season, Celtic have played 19 games when scoring first and won 18 of them. There's only one game that ended up in a draw when they did score first. So not good reading, I suppose, if you're a Motherwell fan. But here comes Celtic again with another ball back into the box. And that goes out for another throw-in. And now here for another chance. But the Celtic faithful watching on. Travelled there in their numbers. Here comes Celtic again now with another chance. Here's Rogic. Rogic lining one up. Oh, it's a goal. It's in the back of the net. And 2-0 here for Celtic. Rogic doesn't even celebrate. And Celtic have pretty much, again, wrapped this one up. And it is going to be 2-0 here to Celtic here at Fir Park. Another great goal there again by another midfielder. And quickly, Celtic's midfield is becoming... it's amazing. It's really good. Tom Rogic, Rio Hatate creating the first one. And Celtic are 2-0 up here. Half an hour in. And this game is pretty much... wrapped up now here at Fir Park. 2-0 is probably now what the matter of how many goals it's actually going to be. Huge goal there from Rogic. And again, lovely finish. Lovely finish right into the top left-hand corner. Kelly had absolutely no chance. And Celtic are 2-0 up here. And are cruising to 3 points. Guys, after this game, we have got another big game, guys. It's Rangers versus Hearts in the Premiership. Rangers will be looking to try and close the gap. As I say, Celtic will take a 4-point lead at the top of the table. It'll be down to Rangers now to try and close that gap in a game that Hearts have proved to be a difficult opposition over the years. You know, especially this season, Rangers did drop points to Hearts at Tynecastle, at Ibrox, where the game's being played today. So, but I feel I've already said this before, and I'll say it at the start of the Rangers game. I don't feel like Rangers can afford to lose any more points. Celtic on a real momentum run now. I think if Rangers drop points against Hearts or Hibs, it could be curtains closed already. You know that. it's just that finding that level of consistency again. You need to try and win games, not just convincingly. I think the 3 points is really important today for Rangers. I really do. And against Hibernian, I need to go on another run, Rangers, for sure. Especially now as Celtic are really like dominating now. They're really winning teams and they're playing really, really well. They're not just I suppose not scraping it. Scraped it sort of against Dundee United, but you can't take anything away from them in that game. They were the dominant side. They created the most chances. And again today, like dominant on the ball and got 2 goals to show for it. And we're still only 35 minutes into it. So it could still be a long day here at Fir Park. There could still be more goals for Celtic. As Lila Bada comes down that right-hand side, ball goes into the danger area and again cleared away by Motherwell. And that's going to go out for another Celtic goal kick. Oh, sorry, another Celtic corner kick. I have a feeling Ramsey will end up a Joey Barton, says Bunduk. Well, I'm sure we'll see today. I think Ramsey's. I don't think you can compare Ramsey and Joey Barton. They're like Joe. That'd be flattering Joey Barton a bit. You know, Joey Barton was a decent player, but he only ever played at what? Burnley, QPR, Man City when they were crap. Like that, you can't compare Joey Barton and Aaron Ramsey. I don't think it's like they're two complete different players. Ramsey's had a far better career so far than Joey Barton. Here comes Greg Taylor. Greg Taylor down that left-hand side here again. Ball goes back into the danger area for Lila Bada. Again, cleared away. Lovely clearance there by Motherwell. But from a Motherwell perspective, how are they going to respond in this game? You know, they were fair. I was sort of giving them the plaudits. I was sort of applauding them defensively. I did feel like they were. Yeah, I felt like they were strong and compact, but now they've let the 2 goals in. It's quite hard for them now to really get anything in this game because you don't fancy them to go and get 2 goals. You really don't, but they have no choice. But they're gonna have to come out and play a bit more. But Celtic, the more space open will just play into Celtic's hands, and it'll then turn 3-4, 5-0 and be one of them days. Jim McEwen says, do you think... I knew this question was coming. I did see the comment the other day there, Jim, and you were saying that who do I think is going to win the league? Right, okay, I'll tell you. So obviously, I've always said from the start of this season, I felt that Rangers were going to win the league. I really did. I just did. I just didn't see Celtic being a force. I really didn't, to be honest. Look, I hold my hands up and say, well done, Mike. Ange Postecoglou, like, take a bow. The turnaround that he inherited in the summer was horrendous, that Celtic got. And I think even Celtic fans even said to themselves, look, if we just close the gap on last year, this season would be a success. I heard Celtic fans say that. I heard Celtic content creators say that. Some that you probably watched. They went, look, this year is going to be a rebuild year. We just want to try and keep the gap closed. Probably expecting Rangers to win the league. But as long as we can close that gap, they'll be happy with that. They just wanted something better than last season. But the job that he's done in terms of the recruitment, it's been unbelievable. The players that he's brought in. I always say with a rebuild and a squad overhaul, which it was a squad overhaul. So many went, so many came in. But to have all these players, like you always get a few duds mixed in with the players that you sign. But literally all of his signings have hit the ground running. Kyogo, Jota, Vickers, Starfelt. Starfelt, people say Starfelt's the weak link. Juranovic, those boys in the summer, very, very strong. January, you're thinking, right, Kyogo may have been a one-off, from the J-League. Rio Tate's come in. Unbelievable in that midfield. Maeda, not really seen much of him yet. He got a debut goal. Yosuke Odeguchi, same. You can't really see, but Rio Tate already alone has become a really, really good signing. Matt O'Reilly, again, he just fits into the system really well. And looks like a decent player. So, but in terms of the overhaul, I didn't foresee it, and I don't think a lot of you on this live stream probably wouldn't have foreseen it. Let's be perfectly honest. You didn't see it. But then again, it even got to the end of the year. I'm still asked the question: who will win the league? Rangers. I still think Rangers winning the league. 6-point gap. I didn't see Rangers dropping points in those opening games. But now that Celtic are top of the league, I think for Rangers now, these next 2 games are really, really important. Really important for Rangers. If Rangers drop points in either against Hearts or Hibernian in these next 2 games, I think it will be curtains closed for the league. I do think Celtic will win the league in that way. That's my opinion. But yeah, I mean, at the moment, Celtic do look like the favourites, definitely on form and momentum to go and win the title. But as I say, Rangers they have quality. Rangers have a lot of quality, good players in the team. There's still players to come back to the side. There's still 2 Old Firm games to be played, one at Ibrox as well. So there's a lot that can happen. There's a lot of things that can happen. But I do think if Rangers do drop points against either Hearts or Hibernian, it could be curtains closed. Well, it won't be curtains closed. The league won't be done, let's be honest. But I think it would be very damaging. I really do. I think it would be very, very damaging if they drop points either against Hearts or Hibs. Abada is what Rangers fans think Kent is. I'm only nuts if I answer myself on Saturday night full of podcast. Multiple tenders. Gigi didn't hit the ground running. Some other exceptions too, but your point stands. Okay, yeah. What, Yakimakis? Yeah, I suppose. Ball comes down that right-hand side again now. Another chance for them. Motherwell cleared. And Celtic, as I say, looking to try and get that 3rd goal. What else we got in here? Interesting to see halftime subs. I expect Rangers v Hearts later on will be a close game. Come on, Hearts, says Lee Barrett. It's a must-win for Rangers. It's a must-win for Rangers against Hearts. It really is. It's a must-win. Rangers, I don't think Rangers can afford to drop any more points. I really don't. Rangers got 2 big games, Hearts today and Hibs in the week. Sturgeon's our Queen League's over. We should take welcome to the party off them just for the buzz. The treble is on. Hail, hail, says James Came. Well, I mean, there's still a lot of football to be played. There is so much to be played. But that momentum that Celtic have got at the moment, it's something I've always believe in momentum in life, in just whatever you do. Like when you gather a bit of momentum in whatever you do, it's hard to stop that ball rolling when it's going down the hill, So Celtic, I think we've got some decent games coming up as well. That a decent run of match. I think Pataudry's coming up fairly soon. Easter Road's coming up fairly soon. Tony Macaroni. So those may be the stumbling blocks if you want to put it that way. But look, the 4 points clear at the top of the table now. Rangers playing later, putting the pressure on. Let's see what happens. We're in for a title race. We are in for a title race. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be good. Here comes Lee Labada down that right-hand side now here for Celtic. Ball back into the box. Another chance now for Celtic as they put another ball back into the danger area as they look to try and make it 3. And there's a chance that's blocked by Motherwell. Couple minutes left remaining of the first half. Motherwell 0, Celtic 2. Celtic do give me the feeling they may move on and win the league. They would deserve to going on this form, says Lee Barrett. If Rangers drop points, their bottle will crash. Van will be sacked 3 months. Well, I do find it a weird turnaround. I know this is the Celtic live stream. Well, I suppose everyone's sort of interested anyway. But I do find it interesting with the Giovanni. Ball back into the danger area again now for Motherwell. Back into down that left-hand side. Back into the box. Here's a chance for Motherwell to get one back before half-time. Cleared away again by Celtic. Down that right-hand side. Cleared again there by Celtic as it goes out for another throw-in. Sorry, what was I saying? I can't even remember what I was saying. My mind's gone blank. What was I saying? Literally, what was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, sorry, Giovanni Van Bronckhorst. Look, it went so well. Like I felt like stuff was getting stale under was it Steven Gerrard for Rangers. I felt like sort of just winning, kind of conceding like first all the time, and it just didn't really. You just felt something wasn't right when Gerrard was there. Just from the start of the season, going to the Champions League, it was like very lethargic. All of the performances. And then when Giovanni came in, that whole run in November, December was a really good run. I remember some of the teams that Rangers were playing. Here comes Maeda again. Ball goes back into the box. Oh, it's a chance now to make it 3. Overhead kick, done. And that's it there in the back of the net. And I think the referee had already given a foul. And that goal is not going to count. It will remain 2-0 here to Celtic. With Giovanni Van Bronckhorst, when he came in, Rangers were like, a draw at Lyon, beat one at Tynecastle, one at Easter Road. And it's almost like he's had that 3 weeks. So whatever he was doing in that period, he kind of didn't change much. They were kind of just playing the same way as they were doing under Gerrard to a certain extent. And now he's had that time in January, that 3 week period, where he's had his own philosophy, his own ideas he's implemented. Things have just kind of shut the bed since then, really. 1 win in 4 games, that's a poor run of form. It really is, especially for title contenders, especially for champions. That's a real poor run of form. That's maybe go back to how they were playing before the Christmas break. Martin Ross says Hearts to win 2-0 later. Dan, look at the back. They got the league stopped to disrupt Rangers' momentum and clear the injury list early days. I mean, that's to be fair, that could have been a weird tournament. So, say if the league didn't get brought forward, then Rangers and Celtic would have played Hibs and then would have played each other before the winter break. So it would have been really interesting to see how that would have went down. But look, the right decision was made. In the end, playing those two games without fans is the whole risk was if you could bring the winter break forward to get fans back in for the later games, then it's a win-win, and it worked. It worked out, so that's pretty good. Ball comes forward now here for Celtic. We're almost approaching half-time. It is Motherwell 0, Celtic 2. Here comes Rio Atate down that left-hand side yet again. Chance for Maeda. Maeda into the box. Ball goes down that left-hand side again, and that goes back out of play again there from Motherwell. Celtic moving forward, moving the ball nicely. Here's Callum McGregor. McGregor down that right-hand side here again. Chance for Celtic. Oh, ball goes in behind. Here's another chance for Celtic to make it 3. Comes back, it's Tom Rogic, and 3-0. And Celtic have wrapped the points up here at Fir Park. Rogic makes it 3, his second of the game, and there is no way back for Motherwell. A brilliant display from Celtic, and they will be going 4 points clear at the top of the table, at least until this afternoon anyway, where Rangers kick off at 4 o'clock against Hearts. But job's done here at Fir Park. Unbelievable bit of play again there from Celtic, and Rogic has been fantastic. Same with Rio Atate, same with Lila Bada. In fact, the whole team is really has carried that momentum through to this game, and a huge 3 points here at Fir Park, and massive couple of goals there from Tom Rogic. 5th Premiership goal this season, it says on the stats, Tom Rogic. As we approach half-time here, 3-0 was the score at Celtic Park during the week, and 3-0 was the score here at Fir Park at half-time. A huge goal, and a huge couple of goals, and as I say, Celtic 3-0 hit up here in Fir Park. My goodness, what did you think of the first half performance, guys? Let me know down there in the live chat. What did you think of it? Comment below. Who's your favourite player at the moment? As I say, let me know down there in the live chat. It is half time. If you haven't already, guys, please do hit that like button. It'd be amazing. No brew break. If you're used to the old live streams, guys, brew break at home. Get a cup of tea, but I don't drink tea out here, man. It's just water in beer, but I've got a fresh beer with me right now. That was from yesterday, but it's flat. I'm not drinking it, and it's got a receipt in it, so this will leave it till later. Pressure is on, says Stevie 8088. Sorry, just going to reply to Carl message half time. Cool. Happy days. Pressure on Rangers now, says Jimmy Jones. No, definitely. I was loving Lambo earlier today. Smashing says, come on the hoop, Celtic. Keith, good to see you, mate. Keith, what was your thoughts on the Old Firm? I'm sure loads of people already heard your thoughts in terms of what you felt on the game. But, yeah, huge 3 points. And is the momentum's definitely with Celtic at the moment, as there's only 14 games left of the season. There's not long to go. Everyone talks of like 5 months, 6 months and stuff like that, but it's only 14 games, not that many games really, until the end of the season. And as I say, momentum is definitely with Celtic. We'll see what happens with Rangers v Hearts a bit later on after this game. We will be back for it, guys. Everybody's welcome over there. As I say, it's pure Scottish football. Everybody's welcome on the Rangers streams. Rangers fans welcome the Celtic streams, Hearts, vice versa. Do tune in for that one later. It's gonna be a good game. Rangers v Hearts at Ibrox. Rangers will need a win. As I've said it so many times, need nothing but a win against Hearts, and I think Rangers need to put in a decent performance. I really do. It's gonna be an interesting couple of days there, nonetheless. It's gonna be an interesting end to the season. A real title race is on, I think. Let's see how it goes. Good to see we are winning in style, says Stevie. Mate, he's loving it. Stevie's been here since last year. I remember he was watching these games last year, and he was just depressed. But yeah, Celtic fans, let me know your thoughts on that first half performance. Who's your favourite player at the moment for Celtic? Who do you think is the best player? As I said, let me know down there in the live chat. I think Rio Hatate is a massive player for Celtic. I really do. I think a lot of people talk about Kyogo, Abada, and Jota, rightfully so, but Rio Hatate is already, I think, I wouldn't say already best player. I can't say he's the best Celtic player yet, because he's only played 4 or 5 games, so it's quite unfair of me to say that. But I think if he carries on the form that he's putting in, the chances that he's creating, the midfield performances he's doing, scoring all the goals, I really do think he could probably be the best player in the league. I really do. And it could probably be a very short stay at Celtic, but he's just a player. I just think he's a good player, a really good player. And when you've got like John McGinn, I know John McGinn and Andy Robertson are Celtic fans, but when you've got like top level footballers from the Premier League and like Liverpool, like commenting and saying how good he is as a player, that's an interesting sign of what's to come. You know, real talent's recognized like real talent. You know, and Rio Hatate, as I say, it could be a very, very good spell at Celtic, but it could be a very, very short spell. I don't think the Premier League are always in and around, but the thing for Rio Hatate is a sort of character that strikes me is that he probably doesn't care about money or anything like that. I don't know. I won't just say that. So he might actually just stay at Celtic for the long term, despite there being bids or something like that. But he does strike me as like all the Japanese. They strike me as very nice people. They really do. Like Kyogo, I remember he was like off the pitch. He was picking up rubbish and stuff like that. It's just very humble. I do quite like to see that in football. You always hear so many like brats in the game now. You see Mason Greenwood and stuff like that. It's just good to see like really good, nice people, and the Japanese players definitely do come across that way. Ryan says, I have like 20 Celtic players that I really trust, but I'll take CZV, and Hatate is fantastic though. Oh, Carter Vickers is the best. 230 million, what a forfeit. Imagine we have got like for like subs now as well, so players that can come in are going to go get their slice of the pie. We don't do league, we do trebles. I smell a quadruple, says Ryan Overpeck. What do people think of the 5 sub rule? How long will they allow it in UEFA competitions? Juranovic is the man. Rangers to get relegated next season to the Championship. Nonsense. Did he get a goal? Japanese people are very loyal. Yeah, no, that's it. It's a fair point. As I said, I met. It's weird. I think I've told this story before, but I I went out to. I lived in Australia for a while, and I had a good Japanese friend. Itchy sometimes watches the streams. Shout out if you're watching, Itchy, my friend. But yeah, he liked his football, but he liked Celtic because of Nakamura back in the day. Obviously Japanese, wasn't he? So I think he liked Celtic from that moment. And then when Kyogo signed and all the like Days and Maida signed and all that, he would send me screenshots. You know this guy, you know all these guys and stuff like that. And yeah, the Celtic, the Celtic following out in Japan at the moment is absolutely massive. Like they're actually like die hard Celtic fans now, just following their stars abroad, which is mad. Like there's YouTube clips on YouTube. There's like taking like clips from I don't know like the Celtic YouTubers or Celtic TV or Sky Sports, and someone's putting like subtitles on there, and they're racking up literally 150,000 views per video. That's more than what the videos itself would get on the normal channel. They're getting more in Japanese translation than the English videos do themselves. So there is a huge following of Celtic now out in Japan due to those players. Several levels still to come, and I don't think we even need Kyogo at the moment. It's scary. Celtic win about 6-0, says Harry T. But that's the thing with Celtic. They put on a really, really good performance. First half performance, sorry. And then they kind of go flat in the second. So that sort of happened with not the old firm as such, but it did. Oh my God, I can't. My live channel thing. But yeah, shout out to any of if there's any Japanese fans watching, Japanese people watching, guys. Big shout out to you. Oh, I got a donation. A donation from one of I don't know what that is. I want to say maybe Satoshi Kawazushi donates JP 500. Thank you. Thanks, my friend. I don't know what that is, JP 500, but big shout out to you, mate. Thanks for the donation. What a legend. What a hero. What a guy. If I were Rangers, the low block for Celtic visit Ibrox to avoid a 16 thumping in front of their own. Stevie G has been called back to Ibrox. Yo Satoshi. They're loving it. Oh, Ryan Overpeck says CCV is American. I'm American, so I like him a little more. Plus, he's led the best defense in the league. Yeah, no, he's definitely a here, there, and everywhere. You know, he's probably at an age now where he probably wants to settle down. Maybe if he has aspirations of playing in the Premier League later on, let's not kid ourselves on. You know, with the Scottish League, I know Rangers, Celtic, huge clubs, but a lot of players, like from a personal point of view, they kind of want to get to the Premier League eventually. But I always think Celtic and Rangers are definitely, not stepping stones, the wrong word to say, but they are a good place to showcase your talent. So if Carter Vickers is looking in the Scottish Premiership, if you want to move to the Premier League a bit later on than you are, say, in the Championship on loan, I think he's found his match. This is the most consistent he's probably ever been in his career. He's loved at Celtic as well. So yeah, if I was him, I'd definitely be signing the contract for sure. Yeah, it's a no-brainer, really. You don't want to be just constantly going on these like loans all the time. I think he's about 6 or 7 loans already in his career. You don't want that in your career. It's too much. Yeah. Still, if we know the Rangers, that 40 million never forgot the lost profit. Yeah. Rangers fans saying Ramsey's the best player in Scotland in the last 20 years. Well, we've not seen him yet. That's going to be the interesting point. If he starts today, it's going to be interesting. Look, I'm not on the bandwagon of, well, I don't, there's a lot of people comparing Joey Barton to Aaron Ramsey. Look, that's not the case. Ramsey is that's an insult to Aaron Ramsey as a player. Like you cannot compare Aaron Ramsey's career to Joey Barton's. Joey Barton was a Burnley player, a QPR player. You know, Ramsey's Played for Arsenal. I know Arsenal haven't, they've underachieved over the years, but he was still one of the best players in there. He was a great player for Wales. He played for Juventus. Yes, it didn't really work out, but he still got that move. There was still talent there. Juventus don't buy people for that amount of money if they don't think the play is good enough. So yeah, I don't think you can compare Aaron Ramsey to Joey Barton by any means. Roy Keane and Larsson, the best since 2000. Okay, there was a lot of talk about Larsson. I said the biggest name to come through 2000 is Aaron Ramsey. It probably is, but oh no, Roy Keane probably is. I would say Roy Keane probably. In terms of player, yeah, it'd probably be Roy Keane who's come through the door to Scottish football. I'm not saying that his performance was good, but he's probably the biggest name that's come through the door since 2000. Larsson isn't in the conversation because Larsson wasn't a household name. He made himself at Celtic. He made himself. So he wasn't a big player coming into Celtic. He was just fine. He played for Feyenoord, didn't he? And then he made himself at Celtic, and then the rest is sort of history. But the biggest name to probably come into Scottish football since 2000 is probably Roy Keane, I would say, just because of what he did at Man United. His performance, though, was horrendous when he was playing for Celtic, but he was the biggest name coming in the door. Seriously, anytime I wear my Celtic gear, people think I'm wearing Boston Celtic stuff over here. Yeah, probably, because they're like the big name out there, aren't they, in terms of the Celtics? Celtics. Games against County will stop Ramsey. He'll be greeting about being bullied. 3-0, where have I heard that score before? Low, I've Celtics score 4-0. Let's hope we get one more, says Jim McEwen. Nicola. No, yeah, Nicola Stubborn. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying Roy Keane's the best player to come through. I'm saying he was the biggest name, I think, to come through from 2000. Before that, I would say it was Gaza, but yeah, Gaza. If you go back to 96, then 95. Sorry, it was Gaza. He was the biggest name, I think, that's come to Scottish football. But from the point of 2000, it's Roy Keane, I'd say. It's not about the numbers. Last week, that 1 in 10 mob was in the shoutings like the Invincible. Rangers only have one. Larsson, Celtic, Man U, Barcelona. He was a god. No, yes, but I know Larsson was arguably the best player to play in this Scottish league, but I'm saying he wasn't a name when he came to Celtic. He made himself at Celtic. He wasn't a name coming in. That's the thing we're having the conversation about, is that Aaron Ramsey is being compared to like the players coming in as the biggest name coming to Scottish football since 2000, which I'd probably agree with, other than maybe Roy Keane. I said Roy Keane was probably the biggest name that's come in since 2000. But they like it. Guys, if you haven't already, please do hit the like button. We are coming back here with another live stream after this. We've got a huge game after this one. Rangers v Hearts straight afterwards. Literally back to back. Rangers got to try and get a win in that game. It's a huge match, a chance for them. They need to close the gap and try and get some momentum going for themselves. I say the momentum's all with Celtic at the moment, but it's a chance for Rangers to maybe get something moving as well, and we'll see what happens. Ian Wright says Tarzan, up there. I'd say Roy Keane's still a bigger name than Ian Wright, though. I'd still say. But Ian Wright's definitely a name that's up there. So I want to see Ramsey do well. I really do. I want to see Ramsey do well. High Court says the old Jesus. Well, there's always stuff about courts and stuff in these live chats, isn't there? Courts and stuff. 52 incoming, says Ryan Mays. Off die. 52. So Celtic would only be three titles behind. Closing that gap quick. I mean, the start of 2011, what it was, about 10 title difference, was it? 2011? Mental. Guys, if you haven't already, and you want to cop some merch, you can get some merch. I say merch. Sounds so American. Yeah, merch there, guys. It's a Celtic Japanese translation t-shirt. They have flown off the shelves. You're probably going to see people at Celtic Park wearing them bad boys soon. So big shout out to everyone who's bought one already. I've got new designs in the works at the moment. For something in different apparel, Hearts, Hibs fans, trying to get some stuff done out there for you guys as well. But yeah, guys, if you haven't already, please do jump over there. Go buy one, man. They're really good quality. The shirt's a nice fit as well. It is really nice gear. You know, stuck them through the wash about thousands and thousand times. Exaggerate. That's lying, Dan. I've stuck them through the wash a good few times, and still the same quality. Color doesn't run. No printing comes off or anything like that. So it's all good gear, guys. So if you do want to go on there, you can go purescottishfootball.com and purchase one there. Anyway, guys, we're getting back and ready to go here for the second half. Celtic are in cruise control at Fir Park as things stand, as they look to try and maybe bolster their goal difference. They could come away. But yeah, we are back underway here for the second half. In fact, I'm a minute late. I was blabbering too long. Here comes Celtic again down that left-hand side. Celtic moving forward. Here's another chance for them. Here's Joe Hart playing out from the back here again. Now here comes Juranovic. And Juranovic, I'm chatting crap. That was Starfelt that time. Juranovic not even on the pitch. I had him in my head for some reason. I think I sent a comment about Juranovic in the live chat and I ended up saying his name. Here's O'Donnell. Chance for O'Donnell now with a ball back into the box. Here's Motherwell down that left-hand side and again cleared away by Celtic. Motherwell now with the free kick going down that left-hand side. Chance for them again. Here's another ball back into the box. Here's Ralston. Ralston forward. And that goes back out play. It's going to go out for a Celtic goal kick. Hey, you, Jimmy. Dylan Charles says, I'm not feeling confident right now. And if Rangers were to win, if we get the 40 million, Rangers need the money big time, says Dylan Charles. Keane was absolutely bigger name when I started following the sport. I recognised his name. Can't say the same for Larson at the time. Oh, yeah, definitely. Mon the Heart, says Ryan Mays. May they love that one. Ball comes down that left-hand side yet again now here from Celtic. Will there be some more goals? This is the thing I was saying a bit earlier on in these games, that when Celtic are pretty dominant in the matches throughout the first half. They put teams to the sword, score 3-4 goals like they've done today. But the second half is always it's not as exciting. There's not as many goals. It's very quiet. And in fact, the other side has a lot of the ball. You've seen with Hearts a couple of weeks back. You obviously seen Rangers at Celtic Park. Will we see the same here today with Motherwell? Celtic going to tire now in this second half. As I said, the job's already done. There's no way Motherwell coming back here with three or four goals. Not a chance. Here comes Lila Barda down the left-hand side. Here's Maeda. Blocked there again by Motherwell. Maeda down that right-hand side. Ball over the other wave here again here for Tom Rogic. Tom Rogic on a hat-trick, by the way. Here's Giakoumakis. Back over to Callum McGregor. Forward to Ralston, back over to Rogic yet again. Chance for Celtic again now into the danger area. And again, blocked there by Motherwell. Hearts the Scout Rangers as the pressure mounts. Well, I'm sure we'll see. We'll see. It's definitely a must-win. It's definitely a must-win for Rangers. They cannot lose that game. Starfelt's gone down. Joe Hart's just gone to check on him. Mollery. Big Starfelt, yeah, just holding his leg there. Big Starfelt there that time. Just as he collided with one of the Motherwell players. I think he'll be all right. Oh, he just clipped him. Sore. Holding his leg. He's still down there. Just got clipped there by Woolery. He's up to his feet now, though. I think he will be all right. Might just have to shake it, walk it off a bit, ever so slightly. But yeah, I think he'll be okay. He just get up and he's sort of moving around. So yeah, I don't think he's gonna It's going to be a long one missing. Here's Motherwell now with another throw-in. Ball goes in to the danger area again. Blocked again there by Celtic. Motherwell coming down that right-hand side as they look to try and get a goal back in this game. Here's a chance for Motherwell now with a shot. Oh, great save there again by Joe Hart. It was a good shot there by Motherwell and forces the corner. And there is going to be a corner now here to the Stillman. That was a good shot and a good save there by Joe Hart. Had to make the save. But effort there. A decent effort. Chance now from the corner kick now here for Motherwell. Are they going to send this one into the box? I don't really support the Premier League, mate, to be honest. But probably Man U. Ball goes back into the box yet again. But I probably can't call myself a proper United fan. Like, when I was a kid, I got proper... When I got into football and stuff like that, I used to like Man U a lot. But yeah, I mean, I watch the games if they're on, but I'm not a religious fan. Like, I don't watch every single game and stuff like that. Here come Motherwell down that left-hand side again. Ball goes back into the box. Cleared away again there by Celtic. Headed back down by Motherwell. Motherwell, as I say, looking to try and find a response in this game. There is no way back for them, but let's try and make that score a little... we'll try and put a bit of pressure on it, but yeah, you expect Celtic to go and try and find another goal in this game. Here come Motherwell again now, though. Motherwell moving forward is Van Veen. Down that right-hand side, a chance for Woolery. Here come Motherwell coming into the box, ball into the danger area, takes a shot, and that goes over and out again there from Effard. He's took two shots from outside the box, trying to test the keeper, trying to test this Celtic defence. Better than what they've done for the remainder of this game, and that time goes over and out. But at least he's testing the Celtic defence and looking to try and make something happen. Here comes Celtic now down from that left-hand side again. Ball forward. Here's a question for the Celtic fans, by the way. I was just thinking, just as we're on the topic of Motherwell, does David Turnbull get back into this Celtic team? Does David Turnbull get back into this Celtic team? Let me know down there in that live chat. Celtic will win the league, in my opinion, and I'm a Rangers fan, says it is what it is. It's still a long way to go, mate. It's still a long way to go, but you've got to say, momentum definitely with Celtic. I think, as I've said so many times on this live stream, I think the next two games are crucial for Rangers. If they don't win against Hearts and Hibs, I think it's curtains closed. Despite there being two old firm derbies, I really do. Here's Lila Barda moving forward. Barda over the top. Rogic now just outside the box. Chance for Rogic. Here's another chance for Celtic to make it 4. And that goes over the top and straight into the Green Brigade as that goes back out for another goal kick here to Motherwell. Jackie says Celtic for the quadruple this season. To think at the beginning of the season we just wanted to close the gap. Well, yeah, I mean, look, the quadruple was definitely an option, but again, we've seen it so many times. If it's going to be tight, which I think it is this season, do you actually want Celtic to be in the Conference League? Like, do you? Fair enough, you get champion. I know it's another trophy, but the rewards aren't that great. Like, you wouldn't prioritize the Conference League over the league. So say if it's a point all the way to the end, and you're Celtic are mounting games in that Conference League, you know, Celtic have got a bit of squad depth now, but when the injuries start to come through, just as you are with more games, the build up, you know, that can always pose a problem. So yeah, it'll be interesting, but yeah, I wouldn't say the Conference League should be a priority for Celtic. It's a good trophy to win. It's an extra, an added bonus, but yeah, this prioritize the league should be the main thing. The money's good, says Damo. Yeah, I suppose the money's quite good, I guess, but I mean the league should be the priority, I suppose. Here comes Carter Vickers. Carter Vickers down that right hand side to Tom Rogic. Rogic forward. Rogic, remember, on a hat trick. Chance for Celtic now down that right hand side again. There was actually a video a bit earlier on back in his Ralston now as he sends that back into the box. There was a thing back. Oh, and Ryan, by the way, says yes, Turnbull should be back into the team. Turnbull gets added to a rotation, not a starter, if everyone's fit. It's mad, that, isn't it? Literally, the only thing that matters, speaking realistically and financially, is the league, says Dan Watt. No, definitely. But that's what I'm saying. So if Celtic are competing into the late stages of the Conference League, do you actually, would you prioritize? And if there's a point or two in it. We seen in 2008, Rangers went to the Europa League final. We seen in 2003 where Celtic went to the Europa League final, ended up winning fuck all. Just how it was, because there's so many games. Here comes, Rangers. I think Celtic won nothing because Rangers did the treble in 2003. And then I think Rangers maybe won the Scottish Cup. I think won the Scottish Cup 2008. I can't remember. But certainly didn't win the league. Celtic won the league and the League Cup. I can't remember. I'm sure Rangers did win one trophy in 2008. I can't remember now. I'm thinking off the top of my head. Tierney's now on for Motherwell. Irish Tierney. Hey, you, Jimmy says my mate from Bournemouth was saying that he's not seen a football game atmosphere. It was unbelievable atmosphere the other night. I know I've seen a lot of Celtic fans from the Fallout saying it's better just them in there, but it's not. I know it's hostile, it makes it more hostile, but it's still better with other fans. Let's be real, it is better with more fans, with Rangers fans. But I just feel like we're not going to get back to old firms with those games anymore like that. I really don't think we're going to get there I think it might just end like River and Boca, where there's no fans. There's no away fans like it was the other night, which it's all right for the home team, but I don't know, it just takes a bit away from the away team. So think of the shoes on the other foot when you go. It sounds like go to Ibrox. You got no fans there. It's this. You don't want that. Ball comes forward again now from Callum McGregor. Blocks there again. I think Ange will play Turnbull quite a bit, not as much as Rogic and O'Reilly. With 5 subs, you should start 2 of those and bring the other 2 in 45, 70 minutes. There's the thing about squad depth. It's massive. That's what, at the start of the season as well, I did say January would be a massive, a really important point if Celtic were going to keep it tight in the league. The January recruitment had to be done well, and the January recruitment had been done well. Celtics did the ball back in the back of the net, but it is offside, doesn't count. I think a yellow card there from Maeda from Giakoumakis for finishing that chance that didn't count. And the whistle had already gone. So January was really important, and they got January so right. They got it so right. They really did. Rio Hatate on his own made the signings right. Just providing that squad depth is huge. Abada and Hatate done for the night, says Bogan Mai. Easy victory today. Hopefully Celtic do well in the Conference League to improve our coefficient. Can't be saying that as a Rangers fan, mate. Don't want Celtic doing the Conference League. Sarah Alex says he's enjoyed Wednesday and Celtic have a European class team, says Jackie Kennard. Celtic have the league sorted. All that is left to decide is the quadruple, says Jackie. I mean, I wouldn't go that far, mate. It's only a point, innit? And we've seen so much how things can change, in a matter of weeks. Rangers dropped 7 points in 12 games. In 4 games. Stuff can happen really, really quickly. There's only a point in it. Here's Ralston. And 2 Old Firm derbies left as well, by the way. Two more derbies left. Still so much to be decided. So far to go in the season. Calmac to lift the trophy. Guys, if you haven't already, please do hit that like button. We are closing in on the 100 mark. If you can do that, it's a massive favour. That'd be great. Hit that like button. We are closing in very, very quickly. Here come Motherwell again now with another shot. And that goes back and out and over as that goes out of play yet again. It's going to go out for another corner kick for Motherwell. Can they find a way back in this game? Half an hour left to play here at Fir Park. Still Motherwell 0, Celtic 3. And now here come Motherwell as they send another ball back into the box. Headed down, headed way, and blocked again there by Celtic. Comes back out for another throw in here for Motherwell as that's cleared the other way. Oh, I'm chewing a pen lid. Can you imagine if Celtic had the money that the top English teams got for finishing last in the league? Daniel, on mute the last 5 minutes, mate. Oh, was I? Again, I don't think I am now. I think Jota's and O'Reilly's going to be coming on here now for Celtic. A chance for both of them to come on here and make a mark as Celtic look to try and chase maybe a fifth goal. And try and put to bed their second half performances. As I say, Celtic, there's no problem with it. It's a good problem to have. Go and win a game in the first half, and the second half you don't score any goals. It's an all right problem to have, but I suppose from a fan's perspective, or when you're playing against really good opposition, especially like you'll see against in the Europa Conference League, you can't switch off in the second half, you know. Not to say they don't switch off. I don't think they have switched off. I just think they're knackered. They just can't carry on playing for that intensity for the whole game, which is normal. But if you win the game, there should be a problem. But Callum McGregor comes off here now for Matt O'Reilly, and Jota comes on also. Celtic look to make another substitution. Celtic down that right-hand side here again now. Ball goes forward. Cleared away again there by now is Maeda. Maeda comes down the left-hand side now into Jota. Jota with a ball into the box now here for Celtic. Lovely little bit of skill there by Jota. Oh, a lovely little flick there again. Celtic back into the box. And that goes back out for another corner kick here. This time to Motherwell. This time to Celtic. Big Jota. So still no talk of whether he's going to be signing a new deal just yet, though. Signing a deal, should I say. Will he sign for Celtic on a permanent? Or will he go back to Benfica? Or will he just see his options there? You would think that it's taken a while. I do think the decision will be made at the end of the season, but yeah, definitely it would be a huge coup if Celtic could sign him on a permanent deal. Sorry, just setting up that Rangers stream for this one now. The clearance there again by the keeper. Celtic coming forward now though again. As they look to try and find another goal here. Alexander watches on. Wonder what he's thinking so far in this first half. Not been the best of performance from second half. Here comes Maeda again. Chance was Motherwell, and that's cleared away. Yeah, it's quite hard when you're 3-0 down at half time. It's probably just go out there. The team talk at that level is maybe just try and get back into the game, try and win the second half. Let's try and take some positives away from it. But yeah, it's not the best of performance from Motherwell, although Celtic have been really, really good here today. Really have. That momentum really is going their way at the moment, Celtic. And I need to see who they got next. I'll just get who they're playing next. So there's a few more. Try and have a little look. See who they're playing. Celtic. Next match. Yeah, so the next match for Celtic is as follows. So the run of games is Aberdeen away. Look, Aberdeen away is a tough game. Pittodrie. But I've always felt that Celtic haven't really struggled at Pittodrie over the years. I don't think it's always more been like a Rangers thing at Pittodrie. That's always been the tough place. Then after that, you've got to favour Celtic. Obviously, Raith Rovers in the Scottish Cup. Then you've got Bodo Glimt in the Europa Conference League. Then Dundee at home. Bodo Glimt away. And there's a decent run of games there after that game at Pittodrie to really keep on building on that momentum. There's a tough game at Easter Road and obviously a tough game at Livingston. But that's the only two games I'm looking at that are actually stumbling blocks for Celtic. The rest, Celtic could pretty much get their way through to the split. Obviously, and then Rangers as well. Ibrox a bit later on. But yeah, I mean, I think Celtic have a decent run of games coming up. Sure. Here's Greg Taylor now with a throw-in for Celtic. Ball forward. Blocked there again. That's cleared away again there by Motherwell. Goes back out for another throw-in here for Celtic. Now with Jota. By the end of next season, Celtic could be the most successful Scottish team, the most successful team in Europe, and possibly the world. Why would that be the case? Real Madrid have like 13 titles, don't they? long way to go to get into Real Madrid's level, buddy. But yeah, definitely would be if you won the Conference League, it'd be the joint most successful Scottish team in the thing. Aberdeen have put 2 as well, I think. Here comes away through to Forest. Forest now on the park for Celtic. Cleared away again there by Motherwell. Motherwell going up the other end. 20 minutes left to play here at Fir Park. Still Motherwell 0, Celtic 3. The Celtic name is a PR stunt. We don't need to sign anybody. Appoint big name duds. Rangers will take off today and for the rest of the season, says Sydney at Abrahams. We'll certainly see. For 4 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen, pretty much an hour's time, we'll be back live and ready to go for Rangers versus Hearts in the Premiership. Here comes Matt O'Reilly now down that left-hand side here again for Celtic. Blocked by Motherwell. James Kane is Gallant Pioneer still active. Someone do a welfare check on him. He might be there on the Rangers game later on, but he's definitely on Twitter. I've seen him on Twitter cutting about, just doing stuff. He's probably our most famous subscriber, honestly. He's built up a bit of a following on Twitter. Here comes Celtic now again. Down that left-hand side. Taylor moving through. Taylor into Jota, blocked by O'Donnell. O'Donnell goes the other way. Motherwell looking to maybe conjure up a counter-attack. They are now as they come down that right-hand side. Chance for Motherwell. Ball goes back into the box and heavy hit. And that goes out for a Celtic goal kick. And Celtic will not be troubled with that advance there from Motherwell. Yeah, already. Let's do a little subscriber check as well, guys. We are, as I say, we are closing in on to the big time ever so slightly. We're getting there. We're moving up the gears. So if you haven't already, subscribe, please do. It really, really does help out the channel. As I say, we are closing in on 13,000. I cannot believe that here on this channel. That's mad. So yeah, guys, if you haven't already, do hit that big subscribe button. It really does help out. There was no reaction after the Aberdeen debacle nor the county fiasco. What makes you think there'll be another one after the Celtic masterclass? John Mitchell says Aberdeen have a Cup Winners' Cup and a Super Cup in European competitions. Yes, they do. O'Reilly again. Matt O'Reilly now moving through to Maeda. Maeda coming inside now. A chance for 4. And that shot goes in the back of the net. And Celtic have made it 4-0. Daizen Maeda makes it 4. And this game is completely a thrashing now. Maeda gets onto the score sheet. Another new Celtic signing. Scores yet another goal. And it's another headline day for the Japanese here again for Celtic. Rio Atate been brilliant in the middle of the park, created that first goal. Tom Rogic scored 2. And now obviously Maeda's got one here again. 4-0 to Celtic. And there's still a long way to still go in this game. There still could be some more goals coming, troops. But a good goal there from Days and Maeda. I almost thought I was going over and out for a second. But yeah, huge goal there from Maeda. Just came inside, cut in, lovely bit of skill, composure there against Mugabe. And yeah, just chipped it into the back of there under the crossbar. And yeah, Celtic, as I say, 4 points clear at the top of the table. A huge game now for Rangers, though. A huge game for Rangers. They cannot afford to chip any more points off, especially in this title race. They need nothing but a win, and we will be following that action straight after this. So if you haven't already, guys, please do hit that subscribe button. We'll be back for Rangers versus Hearts. Here comes Anthony Ralston. Ralston moving forward here again. Here's Carter Vickers. Vickers playing out from the back. Vickers hits that one right over the top there again from Celtic. And cleared away again there by Motherwell. Ball forward. Now here to Greg Taylor again. Taylor moving through. Taylor looking to try and find an option into the box. Here again is Days and Maeda. And that time his shot goes over the bar and out of play. But again, a close one again there from Days and Maeda. But a good start. Yeah, a good start to the new year from Celtic. It really has been. It's 5 wins now, 6 wins. So, as I say, been some grind. It really has. Some good performances. Good to see Kyle H, mate. Hope you're well. Paul McCann says Pacific Shelf stands behind Joe's. The game was the catalyst, the same. The boys lose, Celtic win. It's going to be interesting, though, nonetheless. Pull forward again there by Motherwell. Can they get a consolation goal? Cleared away. Thank you, Celtic. Had a nice payout, says Jimmy Jones. There you go, mate. That's what it's all about, eh? If you want a bit of money. Good to see. Motherwell coming back down that right-hand side yet again. Now it's Carter Vickers. Vickers forward. Back through to Ralston again. Ralston now moves it back through to Rogic. Rogic forward there again. Here's Atate. Atate down that left-hand side. Now here comes Jota. Jota looking to make something happen here. Celtic really looking to put Motherwell to the sword as they look to try and find goal number 5 in this match. Ball forward again. Here's Vickers. Now back to that right-hand side as James Forrest cuts inside again. Back over to Ralston. Ralston along that back line. Back to Carter Vickers. Celtic just passing their way around here. Back to Joe Hart. Joe Hart now involved. Here's Starfelt. Starfelt into the box here again. Carter Vickers on the ball. Takes a quick pass down that right-hand side. Here comes Tom Rogic. Rogic into the danger area. Maeda there. Cleared away by Motherwell. Not for long though. Back into Jota. Forward back over to Giakoumakis. Now into the danger area again. Cleared away by Motherwell. Starfelt. Yes, I'm good, mate. I'm good. I'm looking forward to the next game as well. It's always a tasty affair when the Edinburgh sides take on the Glasgow teams. Always they're a lot better at Tynecastle and Easter Road and stuff like that. It's always the sort of crowd always gives the Hearts and Hibs, you know, a little bit extra. They go up a bit of a level. But look, Hearts took a point off Rangers earlier on in the season at Ibrox, so it'll be interesting to see. There's a late goal that game as well, so it'll be interesting to see what goes on in that match. I've been impressed with Hearts as of late under Robbie Nilsson. I really have. I think a really good team he's got there. They're building something pretty special. A lot of players do go under the radar. A lot of the signings, but I think again just decent players that they've signed. You know, I like that look of that Atkinson. Nathan Atkinson, who plays for Hearts. He joined from Melbourne City. He looks like a good player. Barry Mackay looks like he's found his form again. Found his level, I think, as well. Boyce, good. Sims scored in his debut. He's a good player. Midfield. Trying to think. See Suter, Halkis injured. Craig Gordon. Oh, I can't speak any highly of Craig Gordon. Best goalkeeper in the league for me so far this season. I know people are going to make an argument for Joe Hart, Alan McGregor, and stuff like that, but they play in better teams that are defensively. After a goalkeeping performance on their own, if you isolate them two, Craig Gordon for me has been the best. Here comes Jota now down that left-hand side. Jota went out to make it 5, and again cleared away by Kelly as that goes out for another goal kick here to Motherwell. In fact, I think it might go out for a corner, but Celtic keep the ball in just. Here's a Tate. Now here comes Maeda. Maeda into the box again. Celtic looking for number 5. Blocked there by Motherwell, and that cleared. But yeah, Jota nearly made it 5. Probably shoulda, coulda, but it does remain 4-0. Goes back out for another corner. Celtic are not done here yet. They want more goals. Lee Barrett says the final whistle can't come quick enough now for Motherwell, but hands down to Celtic. They've really turned themselves around. Again, it has been fantastic. The whole overhaul has been very, very good by Celtic. And Ange Postecoglou, I think a lot of reputable names. You know, they were sort of slating Celtic's appointment for them. You know, Ange Postecoglou, what's his name on TalkSport? What's his name? He's a Celtic fan, isn't he? I can't remember his name now. Sometimes I'm with Ali in the morning. What's his name? Big guy. What's his name? I can't remember his name. But the guy who presents TalkSport, he was slating into the appointment of Ange Postecoglou, and he's a big Celtic fan. Ball comes forward down here to Jota. Jota down that left-hand side again now here for Celtic. Jota looking to try and get onto the score sheet. Lovely pass picked out. Here's Celtic again. And that just goes wide at the post. And Rogic almost finding his hat-trick. But that just goes wide there that time. Goal difference increased by 10 in 2 games, says Thomas. Are you doing Rangers stream? Yes, mate. Rangers stream straight after this one, buddy. Rangers v Hearts straight after this one. Looking forward to it. Celtic cutting apart Motherwell with ease. Jackie says Rangers have conceded 7 in 3 games. Trevor Sinclair, Simon Gordon, Alan Brazil, that's it. Mr. W's, Gaby. Yeah, Alan Brazil, that's it. Yeah. I know, yeah. I did know the name, during your mind goes blank. Alan Brazil, yeah. Yeah, he was, I remember when Celtic appointed Ange Postecoglou, he was slating it. He was like, who's this guy, and all that sort of stuff. The clip's on YouTube if you want to see it. But yeah, there was a lot of people that were slightly in the appointment. But I always sort of like to look at it from another perspective. If Celtic appointed Eddie Howe, there was no way that Celtic would be in this position now. No way. I just look at the appointments that he would have brought in, the transfers that he would have brought in. He would probably brought in, like, as I said, Championship players, League One players, over the hill Premier League players. I just don't think they would have that same impact as these younger lads have had that have come in. And these players have become assets rather than just the good players for the here and now, which they are, but they've become assets, and a lot of them aren't even in their peak. They just have a massive resale value as well, which fits into the Celtic transfer model, or fits into the Scottish model in general. Jota now got a corner kick now here for Celtic as they've got 10 minutes to go till half time. Hate that Alan Brazil with a passion, lol, says Daniel MC. Yeah, I know, but I'm sure he's played for Celtic, did he not? I know he's a massive Celtic fan anyway. Greg Taylor comes off. Josip Juranovic comes on. He's going to be coming on now for another one. Toxic Jock says Celtic dodged the bullet by not getting Eddie Howe, for sure. I don't know, mate. FOTMob sometimes takes it down for some reason. I use their thing and they just use the ticker, but it just kind of went away. Another chance now for Celtic. Ball comes back into the box, goes back out for another. In fact, Celtic just keep it in. Here's a chance for Juranovic. Just came on the pitch and he takes a shot, and that is blocked there by Motherwell. Our bench strength is wonderful. What difference does a real manager makes? No, exactly. A lot of people, sort of agreeing that Eddie Howe was a bullet dodged. Eddie Howe was the sexy name. That's what everyone was wanting. The young manager, overhyped in England and stuff like that. But you got to take chances. You know, you got to take chances. Ange Postecoglou, he's done a good job. Done a good job. Done a really good job. For an overhaul like that, Celtic were horrendous last year. So poor. So many players. I'm trying to think of the starting 11 now. If you look at the starting 11 now from the last game of last year, or one of the old firms from last year, it's probably, let's try for the team. Hart's new, so there's a new player there. Right back, Ralston. He didn't play last year, so Ralston. Vickers, Starfelt. Juranovic comes through. Obviously, Taylor was there last year, but Juranovic I'd put in. Midfield, Callum McGregor's one of the players that was there last year. Rogic was one last year, so there's two. Turnbull, if you want to put him in as well, but Hatate's coming in, so there's a different midfield. But I say Turnbull's third one that gets into the team. And up top, James Forrest, but he was injured last year. So there's only actually 3 players that from last year actually get into the starting 11 from now. So that just goes to show how much work has been done. And yeah, crazy bit of business from Ange Postecoglou. Fair play to him. Celtic fans chased him out of the job, says Paul McCann. When has Celtic ever introduced a bad manager to the fans? In 20 years, never. Just the fans turning on Lennon. The man's a living legend. We love you, Neil Lennon. We have won 16 title in 20 years. Yeah, but so I'd say the appointment of Neil Lennon did cost 10 in a row for Celtic as well, though. He's not a good manager. I know there's all this, that, and the other. You know, he did a decent job when there was only Celtic in the league. You know what I mean? Obviously, that year, 2012, where he won the title in 2012, 10-point deduction with Rangers as well. So I mean, it's not taking away the thing, but it's like I'd never rated him as a manager. It'll be interesting to see what his next job is. I know there was talk about him going to Sunderland at one point, but I don't know. I don't necessarily think he's that great. And if Celtic appointed Ange Postecoglou at the time instead of him, then maybe there might have been a different story. But Celtic do have a free kick here. 7 minutes to go till half time. Till full time. Celtic eyeing goal number 5. Here's a chance for him. Juranovic lining this one. Oh, hits the side netting. I thought it was in the back of the net. It was a good effort there by Juranovic. Worst manager in the history of Scottish football was Pedro Canecha. Definitely. Well, I'm sure there's probably other ones outside the old firm. I'm sure there's some howlers over the years outside the old firm, but definitely between the old firm sides. Yeah, he's the worst. He's horrendous. I just don't know how that appointment ever made sense. I just try and think, like, who was in charge of that? Who was in charge of signing him off? Where did the name come from? Like, there's so many questions that I ask myself every day. Like, how did he get a job? It's like me rocking up and just taking it, like, put my CV in for the job. It almost felt like, yeah, I did well on Football Manager. Oh, he was horrendous though. He was a horrendous manager. But he did make a decent signing. I think he signed Alfredo Morelos, didn't he? So he's made a decent. He made a decent signing there. Who else? Ryan Jack. Did he sign Ryan Jack as well? So he may have signed a couple of decent players as well, but horrendous. Ball over that back line yet again now. Here comes Joe Hart. Mowbray, crap. Peter Grant, yeah. Yeah, there were some howlers through the 90s, I suppose. Ball forward again, cleared away again there by Motherwell. He brought half the 1992 Portugal Olympics with him. Yeah, it was an interesting time. A really interesting time. I just don't know who signed it off. I always wonder. Was he manager in Qatar or something? Qatar. Yeah. Yeah, that was a weird time. Big Jota there cleared it away. A few more minutes left to play here, guys. Nearly at the end. We are coming straight on to Rangers versus Hearts straight after this, guys. A double header. I'm going to go get a burrito because I'm starving, man. Here comes Ralston. Ralston down that right-hand side. Ball back into the box now for Forest. Blocked again there by Motherwell. Into the danger area. And again, cleared away. Here's Vickers. Vickers forward into Joe Hart again. Now finds that way through to Matt O'Reilly. He's another player who's impressed me. He really has. He comes onto the park. He looks really. He just especially his first game as well. He just looked like he'd played in that midfield for ages. He's an interesting player. That O'Reilly. I think he's a good player as well. Really good signing. No, Rio Tate probably takes the headlines as like the best signing in the window, but he's a decent player. He started pretty well. Here's another way through here again now for Vickers. Vickers back through to Ralston. Ralston in over the top. Remember, Rogic is still on a hat-trick here. There's still time to be played. It's Forest. Forest down that right-hand side. Back through to Maeda. Maeda back into the box. Celtic looking for number 5. Oh, there's a chance, and that is saved there by the goalkeeper, Kelly. What was it at County? 98? I think so. I'm currently the palest guy in Mexico, to be fair, troops. Gonna be needing that sun today. Needing that sun. Hopefully it's a bit. Hopefully it's. I haven't even went outside yet. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning. So, watching this game, I'm gonna go get a burrito and get ready for the second game of today. Rangers versus Hearts. Here comes Celtic again now. Another ball back into the box. Here's Jota. Jota's been impressive since coming on in the second half as Maeda, and that's cleared away again there by Kelly. Pedro was the Shane Duffy of managers. I wonder who's had the most minutes added on all season. Yeah, Rangers v Hearts next, guys. Please do tune in for that one. It's going to be an interesting game. Looking forward to it. Huge. Pedro's incoming if GVB gets sacked. I found that quite weird the other day. There was actually people talking about Giovanni getting sacked. There were people actually on that bandwagon at the moment. There is actually people on that train right now. Believe it or not. Like, he was unbeaten till the other day, but that's mental. It's mental that there's people on that train that Giovanni could get sacked. Mad Harry the Maniacs is Rangers v Hearts after. Mate, of course, you know the drill. I don't miss any of the games. Here comes Motherwell again now, outside the box. Through here to Maeda. Remember, still a bit of time here for Rogic to get a hat-trick. Couple seconds left remaining of the 90. Blocked there by Mugabe. Maeda getting back onto the ball. Here comes Rogic again. Rogic down to Forest. Forest down that right-hand side. Forest just outside the box. Can Forest get a shot off? Blocked there again by Motherwell. Comes through here again to Matt O'Reilly. And cleared away. John Duncan. Yeah, guys, if you haven't already hit that like button, please do. Let's try and end this one on a high. Subscribe as well. We're closing in onto that big landmark. Ball comes back out on that right-hand side again. Chance for them, and that's cleared. I think many underestimate this Celtic team, and I have a feeling we're able to see they are top quality against European teams. Definitely. See what happens. I think it's taken a bit of time. I think Rangers should have been out of sight, really. Let's be perfectly honest. Rangers should have been out of sight. But, title race on. That's what I was thinking at the start of the season. There could have been those games that Celtic lost, it was sort of the teething problems. Going out to Europa League as well, a bit of teething problems. But that was always going to come good at some point, and Rangers should have capitalised on that. Shouldn't just think back at the games that Rangers dropped points in. Hearts at home, the losing Dundee United. This was the team that went invincible for the whole of the campaign. They should have been outside. The league should have been done by January. But look, it's Celtic. It's Celtic now. Look like the team with the momentum. That look like they're going to probably go on and go win the title. I say Rangers winning by a good 8 points. Mark my words, will be another 3 years before you get a result against us, says Mad Harry the Maniac. Brian Morrison says Celtic 4-0 up and Dan has a face like Chris Boyd. Another fine show from Celtic, champions for me now. GBB next job is leading role in the remake of Stuart Little. Ball comes forward to Ralston. Ralston down that left-hand side. Chance for Matt O'Reilly. Ball back into the box. Seconds left remaining. Is there going to be a last goal? And that's it. Done, guys. Full time here at Motherwell at Fir Park. And it is Motherwell 0. In fact, I've just said that like 2 seconds earlier. There might be one last chance here. I just said it was full time. There's 92 minutes, but it might be enough time for just one last corner. And that will be the game done. Celtic wanting their 5th goal of the match. There will probably be a bit of time before the whistle goes, but we are pretty much here. Full time, that is done. Game's finished. Celtic win again 4-0, and they will go to the top of the table. A huge 3 points, and our top of the table, sorry. They increase their gap at the top of the table to 4 points. Rangers playing in the next sort of half an hour, so do tune in to that one as well, guys. We'll be back in there